like 2 years, and I must have done it 50 times. And in the final cut, guess how many times I used? 0. I used the 0. I used the fucking shot of me already on the floor with a CG shot of me flying through the fucking air. And there I busted my ass for hours. I mean, we shot until the sun came up. It was freezing fucking cold, and I got my shirt off. Oh my God.
And you had to go to the Y to get a mat, so that was a hassle.
In the mat, I mean, it was ridiculous, you know, but you live and you learn. I would like to say, oh, it sure was fun, but it sucked. Who else has got a question?
Hi. During the making of the video, each and every one of you had like an antagonist that you interacted with, and I was wondering if there was a metaphor or a meaning behind each of those antagonists between you and Shannon and Tomo.
It's a good question. I mean, each of us has our own storyline. We each have our fetishes and our fears, and we do confront these challenges and ultimately overcome them. And that was really important to kind of follow that through for each storyline. It's certainly been true in our lives. That process holds a great amount of self-discovery and reward. And I don't know if anybody out there is facing challenging moments in their own lives or fighting for their dreams to come true. I have a feeling it's probably quite a few of you. But it's something we feel often in life that, you know, that we can't make it, we can't win, we can't, we're not able to make our dreams come true. And, you know, in the simplest of explanations, it boils down to just that. You know, fighting through challenges and ultimately winning and having the reward. And that's the result of that.
Wow, that's great meaning.
All right, I got some.
I turned into Anthony Robbins a little bit right there. Did you feel that?
We're all inspired.
Give me a hell yeah! Give me an amen! All right, I'm gonna make you start dancing in a minute.
All right, Jared, this is from Alice, who's in Paris. What is your view on S&M and bondage? And the follow-up is, did it change during and or after the production of Hurricane?
Well, you know, my view is whatever floats your fucking boat, baby, you know? As long as it's not harmful to other people or you know, leaves any lasting damage, I think the sky's the limit. You know, people should explore whatever moves them, right? Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah!
God, you're so perverted. You really are. Especially you over there. I mean, you're just horrible. Yeah. Okay, somebody put her back down in her seat. You know, my views didn't change so much, but it was a world, you know, I can't say that I was ignorant of, but, you know, there were things that I learned about, and of course these people, you know, one thing that was a real pleasure to shoot was Rosewood. Did anybody see Rosewood?
Yeah!
Okay, this was never meant to be just one standalone film. It was really meant to be shown with the mothership here, and in conjunction, if this was a gallery space, we would have shown the 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 other chapters that there are, one of which was Rosewood. And if you've seen this little clip, it's about a minute long, I think, and it's really about the transformation of someone who spends his life in drag as a normal, what we would call a normal man, and we kind of show him transform into who he really is, which is this transgendered, beautiful, creative person. And that, you know, Rosewood was his most gentle, sweet human being, and it was a real pleasure to turn the camera on her.
All right, audience again. Let's get a...
We're not going to take too many more questions, so if you line up for them, is it you over here? Okay.
Yes. I was wondering, after I watched Hurricane, I dreamt Hurricane for like 3 days consecutively, and it was these really amazing, dark, and very sexy, hot dreams, so thank you. But I was wondering if you get that comment a lot, or if anyone else experiences that, because I felt maybe like I was your puppet or something.
I do have a spare leash in my car.
Thank you.
You seem like a perfect candidate.
Thank you.
I didn't ask you to say thank you.
I'm sorry.
Jared, Yeah, come on, can I bring her up here?
Holy Jesus. But yes, I mean, people have spoken about dreams, and what's interesting, I find, because I've seen quite a few, settle down. I've seen quite a few comments, and people have sent me things that were online. What's interesting that it is all a dream, you know, like it says in the beginning. And I talked to Shannon, I talked to Toma, and I talked to friends, and everything that you see in this is pulled from dreams, of actual dreams that people had. None of this is, scripted per se. It really is all kind of pulled. So it is a collage of dreams, and I think it was really special to make in part because of that. Yes,
this is Michaela, who I spotted.
Of course you did.
Can you show?
Why would you spot her?
She thought it was New Year's Eve in Vegas.
Come here. You got a question? I mean, I would give you a hug, but I think I might get you pregnant.
Well, in a few of the scenes, particularly in the beginning with the Polaroids and
Yes.
the chalk scene, when you have all the words on your body, it really resembled the movie Memento, and I was wondering if that was at all an inspiration.
You know, it wasn't, and I didn't think of it while I was making it, but I do love that film, and I love Christopher Nolan, and I love the way he told that story. It was really wonderful. It more came from the images of the tattoos, came more from Russian gangsters. These guys are in prison. There was a book that I saw about Russian mafia tattoos and things like that. So that's really where it came from. But that was, you know, that sequence where the kids all kind of look up and run away, to me was about youth and creativity and the fleeting nature of both. And it was really great to get that sense of innocence and to have those kids be a part of it. But thank you, and your breasts, for coming on stage. Yeah, congratulations to both of you.
I'm done, right? I'm
100% natural. I'm assuming. Anyway, this is a family show, by the way. Isn't that horrible? Okay, we're gonna wrap it up because I think people are probably done with me, right? You done? It's basically like the people that know me or my friends were like, oh my God, will he just shut up? No, that's not true because
I got something for you. So,
I don't.
Did you do anything that didn't make it into Hurricane that you filmed other than jumping up the ladder? But I mean some dirty stuff. And
yeah, I did. Actually, I dressed up in this outfit we called Sock Man. Yeah, and it's kind of like how it sounds. It's a fetishistic thing. It's being covered head to toe with an outfit made of socks. Woo! Including one here.
Yeah!
Wait, it was down to here, you said?
I guess you've been reading the internet again. You know? Anyway, come on. So, but yeah, I dressed up in this Sockman outfit. I think we were at another show somewhere, I think in Orem, Utah, of all wonderful places, which I love Utah. Was it in Ohio? It was in Ohio, thanks, Emma. It was in Ohio. It was in Ohio, and I put it on after the show, and I zipped it all the way up and I had a hood made out of socks, and I was like, oh, nobody's gonna tell it's me. And we filmed a couple of things with Daniel, like I'm spazzing out in this thing, acting like a total freak, and of course, I didn't know there were 50 people watching me from out of the corner saying, look, what's Jared doing? So, that didn't make it in. It was too weird, believe it or not. It was so weird that you just stopped the whole film and you said, who the fuck is Sockman? And why isn't that a movie or a superhero? Coming soon. Anybody else have a question? I want to get to some people. Yeah,
Right here?
Yes.
I know Toma talked earlier about being influenced by Atlas Shrugged, which I thought was really awesome. And I know Shannon's villainous seemed to be pulled a lot from Blade Runner. I was wondering if you could touch on that at all.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a direct homage to Pris from Blade Runner, one of my favorite films of all time. Has anybody seen Blade Runner? If you haven't seen this film, go home and watch it. It's a great movie. It's a science fiction movie, which most science fiction movies are really corny. This one's actually great. So it was an homage to that, and of course Ayn Rand is, you know, a really interesting, provocative writer, and I've really enjoyed her work, you know. Yeah.
Let's go to this side.
Who's next?
Is a big part of the message of the film the fact that violent sex helps alleviate emotional problems, like emotional stress, emotional
Can you repeat the first half of that?
I said, is a big part of the message of the film the fact that violent sex is a way to alleviate emotional problems, emotional stress, anxiety?
No, I wouldn't say so.
Or is it just like political?
No, I mean, it really depends. When you watch something like this, it depends what you've lived in your life. It depends what you've eaten for breakfast that day. It depends what street you've walked down. You know, your perspective is going to be completely different than mine, and it should stay that way. You know, I'm not here to make people think the way that I think. I'm here to hopefully let people think a little bit more, possibly, and to make their own decisions about things. But you know, sex and violence is a very primal thing. It's a very it's a tricky thing as well, you know. But there was a great quote from Oscar Wilde that everything is about sex, you know. Everything's about sex, something like that. But sex is really about power. So I think a lot of that is alive in this film. Who's next?
Go to our left side, yeah. Go ahead.
Can we turn up the audience light a little bit? Who's next?
Yeah, on that side, go ahead, speak.
I had a question about what inspired you to originally write the song itself.
You know, I wanted to do something different, as I often do, and I felt like Hurricane was a really new direction. I wrote it actually in November, December of 2007, that long ago, in Berlin. And it was just a really creative time, and that song kind of came out as a gift. Okay, 2 more questions.
Hi, Jared.
Oh, come on, okay, well shit. Get it going, come on.
Talk faster.
Yes, come on.
To your other side.
Okay, go.
Hi, I'm Carmen. I actually drove from Tijuana, so that was like 5 hours. And
Viva Mexico!
my question is, I am a film geek, and editing. What can you tell us about the editing? Because I know that's obviously a major part of the video.
I am probably an editor's nightmare because I spend most of my time, I edited this for 6 weeks, and I think I kept editing things for weeks on end after that. It's one of the places that I feel most comfortable, and it's a very natural kind of place for me to be. I don't know, it's because I write music as well, but I enjoy the editorial process, and I'm really, really involved with that. I have a great team as well of people. You know what, here, there's some people here tonight I want to thank while I'm at it too. There's some people here that actually helped edit this. You see this girl in the back right there? Everyone turn around, she's waving. Her name is Stephanie. Oh yeah, Stephanie, oh yes. She's one of the editors on the film, and you know, when she started out with us over at the Sisyphus Corporation, she thought Final Cut was a video game. But she's blossomed and did a really great job. And Daniel, who's here, where are you, Daniel? Where is Daniel? Where are you? There you are. Daniel's so nice, he helped me film some of the sex in Las Vegas, and he did it like this.
Yeah!
Is it over yet? I said, yeah, it's over. So Daniel, and Rob is here as well as one of our shooters, our DP and shooter. Where's Rob? Stand up, Rob. Come on, make some noise for Rob. Rob, yes. So Daniel, Rob, Stephanie, and there's Natalie and Kristen are here. I think Natalie and Kristen. Hey, there's she. There, yes, there you are. There you are, girl. She was great. She was really brave, and you know, it's funny because we saw a bunch of models in New York, and I ended up using my friends, and that was another wonderful thing to do, is to share it with people that you know and you're really close with and that you trust, especially when you're doing something as kind of provocative as this. So Natalie and Kristen are here, and you guys. Anybody else have a question? Where'd Stryker go?
I'm here.
Yes, go. And if you have a wristband, if you want to come upstairs afterwards, we're all gonna have some kind of sordid affair. Two more questions. Okay, make it quick. Let's
If
get
you
ready.
could change something from the video, what would it be and why?
Oh, I would change a lot. I would probably want to shoot a different format. I would probably, you know, you learn a lot every time you shoot, but it is what it is, and you let it go, and I'll never watch it again, so, you know, I kind of brought it to the place that I could, and then you have to let it go.
Okay.
Next question?
All right, this is the last. Unfortunately, it's the last one.
What's up? Hey.
If they're gonna cry, let's have them have a few more.
All right.
Okay, just make it fast, yeah.
Jared, right here.
It's not up to us. Actually, the people that have the theater are like, you know, being very polite, letting us stay this long.
She's pointing over there.
Right
Should
over
have
here.
started on
Yeah,
time
go
then.
ahead.
You're a very different person, different dresser, and I remember that you and I. Yeah. I wonder, do you get fucked with a lot? Because we're at the police reunion show at Dodger Stadium.
I didn't hear after. You get fucked with a lot, and then what?
Right. We were at Dodger Stadium for the police reunion, and the security guard was fucking with you. And I was right next to you at the time, and I think you were wearing a dress or something. But no, here's the question. Are you okay? She's hitting me over here. The question is...
She's tough. She's protected. But go ahead. What's the question?
Well, because you're kind of different, and I mean, I dress differently as well. Do you get fucked with a lot, not just, you know, on set, but outside of your work?
By the way, have you seen these guns, motherfucker? Step into the light a little bit. Let me see this guy. I just want to see you in the light a little bit. I can't see you a bit. Oh, he had a message for you. It's not a bomb, is it? Okay, remember last time? Look at this guy. He's got a great outfit on. Look at him. Yeah, hot looking man. I like it. You know what I say? I say, you know what? It's the greatest thing. There's two words, really. You know, because it's all, you should just be yourself no matter what. And if people want to bully you, they want to make fun of you, they want to get online and try to, like, shut you down and belittle you and harass you and make you feel bad, that really says more about them. But there are two great words. Fuck you. Fuck them. Just be yourself. Life's too short, right? Thank you so much. It says support sexual harassment.
I'm dying to know what that is.
And on the back it's come see us. C-U-M. He took it from me. All right. Next.
Okay, hi. I just want to get a little deep with you. And, well, first of all, you have a lot of attention, and you're going to have a lot of attention because of the sexual content. So, before I ask you the question, I just want to give you two statistics that I recently found. One of them is in 2010...
Are people booing already?
Come on! Why do we
We're
see
not watching
sex?
CNN, we watch our fucking statistics.
Statistics. In 2010, 49% of pregnant women, it was unplanned. Okay, the other statistic is 126,000 abortions a day worldwide. So a lot of people are having sex. So,
Ask your question.
As being someone a figure in the media.
Hey, hold on. This isn't the Apollo Theater. You're not gonna be there. I mean, it's like the Gong Show. All of a sudden, someone's gonna come and pull you to the side. What's your fucking
Don't hurt
question?
the pregnant lady. Come on.
Oh, she's pregnant.
Yes.
Jesus. Now, of
That's
course,
why the questions are so deep. So, how do you think you can make an influence on what's your plan?
Are you asking me if I have a great plan to stop the human race from propagating? And that's my plan with Hurricane, is to stop overpopulation. to allow our species to survive on what limited resources we have and to prepare for interstellar
domination.
Interplanetary lovemaking? No.
I think the better answer is what a network has a show on about teen moms. Maybe that's influencing a lot of people to go out and have sex.
But I don't understand your question, but yes, I don't think that unplanned pregnancy is necessarily bad. Is necessarily a bad thing. Spontaneity can be great. That's not really the problem. The problem is, you know, people that aren't educated and that are in a fix. The problem is people that, you know, when I was in Haiti, I had a horrible incident where I visited a clinic and I asked the doctor, what could I bring you next time that I come? And he says, you know, we really need a better, he needed a better test for HIV/AIDS.
Cheek swab.
And he said, I'll tell you why. Today, a girl came and she had been raped and beaten and was pregnant, and they think the first test was positive, but the test wasn't reliable enough. They think she was tested positive for HIV, and she happened to be 15 years old. So, you know, I always think it's just so hypocritical that people are... There's a lot of kids out there that could use love and support, and it's probably best if we turn our attention to those kids and stop pointing fingers at others, you know?
Woo! Woo!
Okay, next question. Let's wrap it up, guys.
Hi. Okay, I noticed you were putting a horse's bit in the girl's mouth when you were bondaging her, and there's horses in your videos in general, and I was wondering
All right, yes, you got me.
Well, I'm a horseback rider myself, so I can feel you there, but
oh, well.
I just want to know that...
Horseback rider.
So
Crazy people always stay the latest. No, go ahead, what's your question?
I'm just curious if that relationship between man and animal and the domination there is something you're trying to, you know, push up?
Oh, the relationship between man and beast could be a beautiful one.
It can.
Have we really gotten into bestiality already? It's not even midnight. Yeah, next question, but I'll have to answer that privately later over a glass of wine. Next.
Hi, sorry to disappoint, I'm going away from the sex issue. I actually was curious about why you used the military coffins.
Well, that's interesting. You know, it's funny because there are quite a few scenes in this, and I don't know if it's because it's just overload and I kind of did too much, but I really thought a much bigger deal would be made about that.
Yeah.
And about the scene with the book burning.
Yeah.
In which there is a rabbi, and this isn't a joke, a priest, and a Muslim cleric throwing their respective books into the flames. And it's interesting because at the last minute, I changed the second shot and played it in reverse to head back out of the flames. But we made this around the time that people were, you know, threatening to burn the Quran and all kinds of just worthless, pointless exercises. And so that scene when they're burning books really stemmed from some of that which was going on and all over the news at the time, the book burning. And the sensitivity and the idea of the freedom of speech and still holding something sacred and protecting what you believe to be holy. But you know, it's interesting, when we made This Is War, the video, which has never come out, for good reason. When? Don't you worry.
Please! I know.
But let me finish. So that really stemmed from,
don't you worry, huh?
you know, when I saw my brother and Tomo put on the Marine uniforms and get combat ready and hold on to an M16, I realized something, that it's not a soldier that you see walking through the airport or on the news. It's really a human being. It's your brother, it's your dad, it's your sister, it's your cousin. And I saw that more clearly than I ever had, and I learned a lesson there. So for me, it came from that place. Oh, interesting. Yes, next.